G'day fellow fans of Fallout, and welcome to episode 3 of my Sanctuary rebuild. As you can see here, this is the workshop where they work on power armor and all sorts of things. Power armor is not issued, but if someone wishes to obtain it, buy it, whatever, they can. This is where they sit and have their breaks. No alcohol, of course. Got the barbecue fired up. And as you can see, there's a bit of equipment lying around. Power armor stations and a robot workshop. Flammables in this corner with the paints that come from the paint mixer. And going forward, we've just got a shipment of power armor equipment in, and they've taken everything that came in, as you can see there on the trolley. And the computers, they've written the guts out for parts. And as you can see here, just a few extras. Nothing's out of order, it's just there to keep strangers away. Just a few things on the wall. The only time I'll ever use those Logigates. And we'll go on to next door, which is the barber salon and public toilets. And as we can see, very minimally decorated from stuff disappearing. And in this is the toilets. Once again, things have gone. But those elevator doors are excellent. They don't push through the walls, so they don't show up on the outside. And for some reason I stick my head and have a look over there, but anyway. Moving out, we'll go to the next building, which is the kitchen prep area. Plenty of stoves and fridges and a few trophies of leftovers. And this is where they chop up the meat and harvest it, obviously. Got some ragstags hanging up, and once again, plenty of trophies. And a little barbecue area, just in case they want to try something while they're going. A few fish caught from the river. And obviously more trophies and a tanning rack and whatnot. And that's the side of the school, and yeah, they have plenty of animal heads there as well. And for some reason that glowing bottle has moved off that tanning rack. I have no idea why. So this is a school. Basically set up obviously for kids and anyone that wants to learn. Initially set up for a nanny bot to teach the kids, and also obviously be their nanny, so she can be with them, around them at all times, hence why there's no chair behind there. And as we look around, you see you've got the school library and the crapper. And we'll have a look upstairs, which is being set aside for when a human teacher comes in, or synth, or ghoul. Yes, so as you can see, pretty basic, pretty modest for a school teacher, as per the norm. And they have their own little bathroom. And we had to put in a tree there because too many people can see through the glass. And our neighbours tend to look that direction too often, so a tree was put up. And that's where the parent-teacher meetings happen. And when the teacher's done with the day, they can come out here and have a smoke and a beer and forget about kids. Okay, quick jump back. See, there's a little barbecue area on the side there as well. And we'll go spin around and got the monument and the rotunda with a bit of seating, just a little campfire and a few ashtrays. Anyone can come out and sit, relax, enjoy the view, whatever. A few mushrooms starting to grow there. Now, Bramalath will not stay inside of the next area, which is the petting zoo, which is meant to have a representation of all animals, but didn't matter what the fences were, they were go anywhere, so I just ended up putting those in. And yeah, so the next bit, as we smooth fade, is the spa. For some reason the sign on the left's not flashing, but whatever. I used the experimental water from the update from Andrew CX's USO. Took a little bit of finagling, let's say, but quite happy with the finished product. And yeah, this is obviously where the big gut is, but there's no one here, but the gun keeps on turning every time I come back to here. It's facing a different direction. So just a little outpost set up for the Minutemen there. Okay, now cut to light time because it was getting way too dark, and this is the marketplace, which is near the bridge, as you can see there coming in. Obviously at the bridge for easy access for travellers. Got the sign, and go back a sec. G'day lady, how are you? And just a bit of outdoor seating, nothing too spectacular. And this is the front half of the bar, just non-alcoholic, hot and cold, but no alcohol. Here we have the armour station, where obviously some armours have gone. The gun shop, and that cat's for some reason really interested in that gangster. Anywho, so yeah, as you can see, there's a little array of everything there. One of these painful things that I've never ever got a pie out of. And here you can see a good example of what the hell. That is from the Skylines mod, and for the most part it's excellent, but I have no idea why stuff like that keeps on happening. So this is the general goods area. This is the alcohol side of the bar, with all selections. And over here is the clothing, where most of it stayed pretty much where it should. As you can see, I've just pushed that in there and that in there just for something different. And the dining area got set up for a bit of coffee and tea. And as you can see, it's set up to go, really. And yeah, so all the tables are decorated with food and whatnot. And as we have a look, we come around and have a quick look here at the oops. Quick look down the side for some reason with all the signs, and okay, this is just when we get to the next bit. There we go. Okay, this is just the park area. Obviously a few tables and chairs out for anyone to use. Got the water fountain going. A few kid swings and whatnot around. CVA obviously for the water to come out of the mouth of the statue. And this is the Paul Revere Park. Obviously with the statue and being in the centre. And I put that table there because it was in the update, just because. And yeah, just another quiet little separated area. It's a little bit overgrown, but that's the way it should be. And a bit of seating all around. And yeah, as you can see, we're just coming out. Having a quick scan at the park and everything. And as I said in the first video, I like my trees, which is obvious. And yeah, so we'll now have a look at the dock area. And as you can see, that's where the settlement area stops, and I could not finish the stairs. And yeah, each of those chairs is a fishing station. Obviously everything down here is either fishing related or relating to supplies for the settlement. A radio for keep an ear out for any activities they might need to be alerted of. Just another basic little fishing station. And that's just a mooring post for any boats without interfering with the fishermen, that is. Some pliers that have come in. As you can see, there's some pipes there. We've got some water going into the settlement and pumping, and that's pretty much the overall tour. So I'd like to thank everyone that's been watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. The last video will be just a quick vid on the mods and a night tour. Okay, thanks. Bye.